Chasing dreams in 8-bit highs, joystick warriors in the dark. Glowing screens ignite the spark. We're the indie gameiacs, breaking rules with pixel axe. Bits glitches, glitz laughs, finding golden hidden maps. We're the indie gameiacs. Voxel caves to starry plains, rewiring worlds through code and games. Bitso's got the turbo boost, Glitzo's dropping truth like juice. Sprites and shadows play the tune, midnight battles under moon. Searching through the pixel hearts are beating fast. Bitso's got the codes to cast. Glitzo scanning neon skies, chasing dreams in 8-bit highs. Joystick warriors in the dark, glowing screens ignite the spark. We're the indie gameiacs, breaking rules with pixel axe. Bits glitches, glitz laughs, finding golden hidden maps. We're the indie gameiacs. Voxel caves to starry plains, rewiring worlds through code and games. Bitso's got the turbo boost, Glitzo's dropping truth like juice. Sprites and shadows play the tune, midnight battles under moon. Searching through the got the codes to cast. Glitzo scanning neon skies, chasing dreams in 8-bit highs. Joystick warriors in the dark, glowing screens ignite the spark. We're the indie gameiacs, breaking rules with pixel axe. Bitso glitches, glitzo laughs, finding golden hidden maps. We're the indie gameiacs. From voxel caves to starry plains, rewiring worlds through code and games. Bitso's got the turbo boost, Glitzo's dropping truth like juice. Sprites and shadows play the tune, midnight battles under moons. Up, down, left and right, we keep searching through the night. Pixel hearts are beating fast, Bitso's got the codes to cast. Glitzo scanning neon skies, chasing dreams in 8-bit highs. Joystick warriors in the dark, glowing screens ignite the spark. We're the indie gameiacs, breaking rules with pixel axe. Bitso glitches, glitzo laughs, finding golden hidden maps. We're the indie gameiacs. From voxel caves to starry plains, rewiring worlds through code and games. Bitso's got the turbo boost, Glitzo's
Hello. Oh, Jesus, that's a bit funky music. Hello, everybody. How we doing? Okay. A bit amazed if this is working. Amazed. Hello, hi, how are you? Where have you been? I know, Natalie, very busy. That's not an answer. Yeah, I've just been working. I'm on call at the moment at work, so it makes it very difficult to do stuff because I can be called out at any time. Nice shirt, thank you very much. This is my commissioned piece. But thank you. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? I think it's very fun. Indie Gameiacs in an arcade playing games. So it's awesome. But thank you. Who have we got here? Hi everybody. Now we're live on YouTube and Twitch and Kick, as I say every time. I don't know why, but we are. Now I'm looking because is this actually working? User not taken. Hello, Furroy. Hello, indie devs. Hi. Hello. Oh my God, Essie, your text for some reason is coming up in blue. Your name is. Hello, Essie. How you doing? Nice to see you. Hi, everybody. How's your music volume? Is that too loud? Too quiet? What do you think? Trying the different streaming software. So the AA UI is back. Yes, I love it. It looks great, doesn't it? It's just a nice setup. I like the setup. I think it's cool. AA, well, I'm trying to think. American Arcadia. That's right. Yeah, so you were there watching it while we come up with the idea about making it. I said I'd love it to be a layout, and I think it's great. Thank you to Alberto, my brother-in-law, who made this for me. How are we doing this? So we are working on Twitch. Hello, Twitch people. Hello, Kick people. There's no one on Kick. So this is a little bit different, this stream, because I wanted to kind of test out whether I'm going to play any games or not. I don't know. It depends how it goes. That wasn't the idea. I kind of wanted to. Look at my hair. Look. I kind of wanted to make this. I kind of wanted to make this more of a regular indie dev chat show. I am in Discord, by the way. There's a channel in Discord. I'm in the voice channel. If you want to if you want to speak to me, I'm in the voice channel now. You can just log in, join the voice chat, and just chat like this. But the idea is that I wanted to kind of get some devs on. I wanted to chat again, just have a catch up, because again, I know it's a very can be a very lonely world, game development. So I thought I'd just give you a chance to talk about stuff. Really. Have you gotten hold of the Steam machine yet? I don't have a need for it, Essie. What need do I have? It's not as good as my PC. And if I plugged it in, my TV's there. There. So I don't really have a need. Bahatoth. Hello all. Hello. Hi. So I don't really have a need for it, Essie. Have you got a Steam machine yet? Very much like the Steam Deck. I don't see the point of it if you've got a decent PC. There's not really a need for it. I have a Steam Deck. Yeah. Steam Deck's cool, but I don't see the point in it. For me, there's no point for me having it. I am looking at, though, off subject here, I am looking at the new Retroid Pocket 6 that's coming out. I think I might buy that, because now you can actually, even the new Retroid Pocket 5 can emulate most 90% of Wii games, so Switch games. You can actually emulate most of them, and the 6 is even more powerful. So I'm hoping might pick one of those up, and it's like 240 quid. I have Steam Deck. It's useful for people who don't have a PC. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I say, user. It's just not for me. It's just no use to me. But for the price for Steam Deck, you can nearly get a PC, by the way. Also, people don't have a lot of money. Yeah, absolutely. 70% of Steam users on Steam are poor enough that the Steam machine is better than their PC. Yeah, yeah. I agree. I don't disagree. I said it's cool. Just for me, there's no point. It's just a worse PC than the one I've got. Same with the Steam Deck. It's a worse PC than one I have. and I'm not taking it anywhere. Yeah. Again, user, I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying. SE asked if I'm getting one, and I said no. Yeah. I'm sure it'd be cool. I'd like to see the performance. I mean, what we're all waiting for Half-Life 3 is the honest answer. Red Season Dev. Howdy, Rick. Hi, everyone. Hello, Red Season. Dire Prism. Hello, Dire. How are we? So, yeah, like I said, I am in Discord. If anybody wants to chat, I'm in a chat. It is funny when I walk in the street or go somewhere or go online, I wonder if all the people I see are actually in the top 10% of social economy and I have a biased view of the world. I don't know. It's deep, user. It's a deep conversation to have. I just recently stopped buying Xbox games and switched to Steam. Don't have a Steam Deck though. Currently have the laptop connected to the TV. Cool, I see. Okay, yeah. Again, the Steam Deck is awesome. But the only place I would play the Steam Deck is probably sat in the chair here. And I may as well just play the PC here. It makes no sense for me. And the Steam Deck is way too big to be taking anywhere. You can try, but it's like this big. And to take it around, it's just awkward. So that's why I didn't like it. Durgam Games. Hello, what are we doing tonight? Durgam, this is supposed to be... This is your show. I want some feedback. It's an indie dev show, so I want to talk to devs. There's a Discord channel that's open if you want to come and jump in, tell us about your game, tell us what you're struggling with, tell us what you hate, what you're loving. And I was kind of like to make it a semi-regular show where we just catch up. A chance for developers to discuss their game, basically, without it sounding like an advert. You know, I'm more talking about the development side and like hanging out with people who are similar to yourself, not a chance to advertise all your stuff, which I don't mind you sharing your game. Obviously, I'll share everybody's games. Anyone wants to share their game, send it to me. I'll share it in chat. We might have VR headsets I personally just don't interest me. Oh, I missed that chat. It's scrolled past. Oh, well, this chat isn't working. Sorry, whoever said that. Been a reasonable weekend, got stuff done. So whoever said the VR headsets thing, sorry, it's scrolled past and I'm looking at the same screen you are, so I can't see it. My only concern is breaking my stuff on VR. Oh, what you mean, like, you mean smashing the room up, do you mean? They're going to have to solve how to use the anti-cheat FIFA and the big FPS games not working on... Yeah, I agree, Patricio. They do need to sort that out. The anti-cheat is a nightmare for anything Linux-based, really. I could definitely play Steam Deck on the couch, yeah. Finally got a trailer on the Steam page. Look forward to getting it. It took forever to get done. See, Dyer, we can talk about that. That might be an interesting subject for any developers watching about your trailer. I've got some feedback about trailers as well, so I'm going to shout at you all a little bit. Furroy, can I share a link here? No, it won't let you, Furroy. It just blocks it all. Sorry. You can type the name of your game, and if it's on Steam, just type the name of your game, and we can all search it. Just uploaded a new trailer too. Excellent. Natalie, oh yes, so you are Fred of Bacon, yeah. Well, you do get to draw out. I don't know if you've used one, Natalie. I don't know, but you do get to draw out your safe zone. So it shouldn't happen. It's Tangleweed. Okay. I don't mind checking out trailers. If we want to do some trailer checking out, we can do a bit of a trailer feedback if you want. Like I said, I really wanted to sort of get into the fact that us testing. Why doesn't that work? I'm gonna do my tubes in those. No, I haven't used one. Oh, okay, that's it. Yeah, so you get to draw out your safe zone. And then when you get close to that sort of edge, like the wall appears in the VR headset, so you know you're getting to the edge, so you shouldn't smash anything. So basically you can just do this in your room and make sure I'm not going to hit anything, not going to hit anything. Put the headset on, draw your boundary, and then you can see where you are, kind of, if you go outside of it. So it's okay. Do you play Power Word? I do not. I have not played it, no. I did get sent a very nice developer sent me their VR game, and it doesn't work on the MetaQuest 2, which is a nightmare, to be honest, because if it's only working on the MetaQuest 3, that's a really small audience compared to the 2, so that's a shame. So now if we're getting limitations between 2 and 3 MetaQuests as well, that's harsh, man. There's another one there. Kaju, that needs playtesters. You can play in browser. Oh, okay. Tangleweed. I'm just trying to figure out why my chat isn't working. A dev question struggle for the show. Yes. Is there a way to get invited or approved for Steam Deck validation? Valve seems to pick you in not a clear way. It's a really good question, Patricio. Has anybody had their game submitted to the Steam Deck? I was speaking with briefly with Kevin from Paper Clay, by the way. I know he was waiting for that. But yeah, so let's open it up. Everybody, Patricio, has anybody got any? There you go. User not taking. You need to upload a build to your Steam store, and there is an option to check for Steam Deck. I didn't see there's an option to approve for a demo. Sarah, hello Sarah. Hi Rich, hi everybody. I'm just here to say a quick hello. I'm terribly tired. I have to skip this live. I'm sorry. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not pay. I don't pay you to come, so you're not letting me down. But thank you very much. I appreciate you dropping in, Sarah. Nice to see you again. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Coming over to this channel. I appreciate you coming over and saying hello. Have a good evening. So you don't have to be released, but you do need to upload a build. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Oh, look at that new alert there. Look at this new alert. WRF Studios just followed. Thank you very much. I'll tell you what, this Meld software, if you're looking to stream, by the way, side point, if you are looking to stream, this Meld Studio has made it incredibly easy. Way better than OBS. Oh my god. Does it do everything OBS does? No, it doesn't. But 95% of the stuff you want to do is 90% easier with Meld. Holy crap. Patricia, my game has 98% positive rating, 2 years up, 1,000 sales. But when you go into it, it says that you have to wait to be invited. Oh, okay, Patricia, that's an interesting. See, I'm going to make a note of this. Somebody make a note of this. Let me see if we can make a little. I was just checking Steam Deck documentation. It is not 100% clear, to be honest. Oh, interesting. I'm just starting a new document. I want to make some notes about some of the problems you guys are having. Quick question for other devs. I've seen a bunch of advice against making Reddit to show the game. Oh, against making Reddit show the game. Ah, no, I missed it. Oh wow, that needs to disappear quicker, doesn't it? What's the deal with this? We stick that down there out of the way or something. What do we think? What was that? Sorry, I'm just trying to... Oh, I've broken it. I don't know why that's still going there. But anyway, it's up. Reddit post. You meant Reddit post. Okay. I wonder if it's a genre related thing of subreddits that have chose. Did you downvote on Reddit games industry? Still got a couple of wish lists. Had much better success in smaller subs for the game genre. Oh, any progress for Skyrim? Where's my last Skyrim? No, I think that's. I've got a list of things to record, Natalie, and I think Skyrim is. I've got a book review to do. So Skyrim will be next. After the next video, I've got one more video to record. Then I'm hitting the Skyrim again for the other channel, by the way. There's no big disadvantage to post on Reddit, but your post might be randomly removed by the whims of the moderators. Yeah, Reddit is a bit random. Natalie, I'll show you. I got sent this book for free. I got sent this book. Has anybody seen this book? Look at this. So the author, this Jupiter Hadley, sent me this book and just they didn't ask me to review it. She just said, I thought you might like it. If you want to review it, you're welcome to, but there was no need for me to review it, but I just want to do a little video on it. And what this is, if you see this, it's a beautiful book, really nice. See? It's like a little guide to adventure games. However, thanks, Essie. However, it does. No, but the reason why this is so interesting is because she's picked like these adventure games for you to sort of check out, but she's done a paragraph in each one. I'll show you. So Moonstone Island, there, yeah. There is a paragraph here. Look. September 20th, and they've done like she's written like a diary entry for every game from the point of view of the main character. So it's like it tells you about the game, and then it does little diary entries. So what's this? This game is Animal Crossing New Horizons. Animal Crossing New Horizons is called a social simulation game. It's an open island game where you and then it says March 20th, 2020. And then it's like a diary entry from the main character. Sometimes I feel like I've been asleep forever. Everyone on my island notices too. I live on Donut, an island I first moved to some time back. I remember the earliest days where I stayed in a tent for a while before I started dealing with Tom Nook, a businessman on the island. And that's what it does. And so you get like a little point of, it's a really unique way of doing it. And there's like Stardew Valley and all sorts in here. It's just a really nice idea. So it's a really cool book. So again, I'm getting, there's no commission or nothing here. It's just I just got the book for free, which I'm very pleased about. So what a nice idea that is. Be careful not to spread yourself too thin, Richie. Too late, Essie. I live being thin. That's what I have to do. I have to live in that area of doing too many things. Are you going to post a Skyrim book soon? Yes, that is also on the thing. So I uploaded the snippet, didn't I? But this is for the other channel. This is all the other channel, Natalie. So it's not really relevant to this one, but this channel. But yeah, I will be posting my Skyrim reading. I've got Zelda to continue playing on the other channel. I've got Skyrim. Steve's got his Skyrim to play on the channel. There's loads. I've just Loads going on. As a follow-up to about the Steam Deck compatibility program. Oh, WRF Studios, thank you for following on Twitch and YouTube. You followed on both platforms. Thank you very much. I don't know why this doesn't disappear. Can I make a timer for this? Hang on. I don't know. It's just going to sit there forever, I think. As a follow-up about Steam Deck compatibility, when you go into apps and packages, Steam Deck compatibility, it says, in my case, no apps to show and point to the docks. Oh, okay. Those WRFDs are going to stack. I know, Essie. Whoa, I can't keep up here. I literally posted my game a few days ago on the subreddit that literally allows self-promotion and got downvoted in the comments that literally said this. You cannot only request review. Yeah. Your game is interesting, but you are self-promoting. So F you. I know. Reddit. Do you know what? Reddit is a nightmare. I don't really bother with Reddit because it's such a hit and miss platform. Yeah, you're right, actually. I don't know how I can stop this. I mean, I'm very impressed with how this works. I don't quite know how. We get rid of it. You can't make it smaller. Look. It just always adjusts to the same. Oh, God. I swear I'm not spamming to cover you up. Yeah, of course you are, WRF. This is like... is this your like guerrilla marketing campaign? It's working. Look, your studio name. See, everybody, if you want your studio name advertised on the stream, just follow or subscribe and you'll be popped up forever, apparently. It's this new software I'm using, Meld Studio, and this is their new feature where it's all integrated. That's why the chat is working. Chat looks great, doesn't it? Working really well, and now you can have these notifications, but I can't get rid of If I subscribe to your kit, will it put one more? I don't know, WRF. Let's test it. Go over to Kick and hit subscribe, hit follow. Go for it. You'll be the first person to ever subscribe to all three on one stream. That's definitely for sure, I think. But okay. But I'm going to make some notes. So I'm going to try and collect some... Oh, the bar went up again. WR Studios just followed. See, and now, have you seen this? Do we have this little bar? And this is like a things are happening bar. So when something happens, this bar goes up, and then it slowly, I can't do this, slowly drops down over time until something else happens and it pops back up again. I don't know. Thank you for the follow. That's good. Thank you. Thank you for spamming my chat. I'll just put it such. So let's put it here. Look, is that all right? You'll be the main feature. What's going on here? Yeah, it's definitely some filtered chat. It's doing some. How do you make it smaller? That's perfect. So I want to collect some questions because I want to. If we do this in a regular thing, hopefully we can. We can come along like a little round table here, and I can be the middleman here. So if you've got questions you want answered, I can ask some people that I know. I can find out some questions. If someone in the chat has an answer, maybe we can come back to these answers. Don't forget there is a Discord. If you want to join the Discord, there is an indie dev only channel where you have to be an indie dev to join it, so you can ask all these questions. But let me do that. So one question is the Steam Deck release. Yeah. How to submit your game as it's not clear. Okay, thank you. Right, and that is from Patricia Martin. What platform are you on here, Patricia? Is this you? Is this you? You're on YouTube, aren't you? Okay, and then we've also got we also want some more guidance on Reddit use. Okay, how not to get done for self promo. Okay. Do we have a link to Discord? Red Season, oh, definitely. That'd help, wouldn't it? Yes, I do. I'll post it in the chat in a second. Hold on. So if you are on YouTube, there's your link. Anybody on Twitch? There's a few people on Twitch. There's a Discord. And on Kick. Discord, there you go, look. 10 followers on Kick now. Look, check me out. So there you go. There's the Discord link. I will assign you indie dev status. Hello. So now, Gabby, there you go. So now you have access to the devs only chat. Because I have assigned you indie dev. There you go. So now you can see the dev only one. Oh, well, can I make this text a bit smaller? How about that? Flat Voxel, hello, Gustavo, welcome in. I'll assign you to an indie dev as well. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome into Discord. Again, I am in the voice channel, Indie Gamey Chats. If you want to say stuff rather than type it, I'm in there. You can do that. So let me go back to the chat. Best of it, small genre groups at least. Okay, yes, absolutely. Is the Discord sponsored by WRF Studios also? Yeah. I should be invoicing WRF. I should be invoicing you for advertising now. I don't know how. I don't know why I can't get rid of it. No. Hey, take advantage of it. Absolutely. Here's a general question. How long before releasing your demo would you start to say, I'm releasing my demo at day X? How long before releasing? Oh, okay. So what sort of lead time to releasing your demo should you give? Okay, great. I'll make a note of that question. Anybody has any feedback? There we go. So how long before releasing Yep, good question. And who was that by? Who said that? It was Dergum Games. Cool. Flat Voxel. Could swear I was in the Discord server already. Hey, I don't know. Don't forget Flat Voxel. Discord is weird. I've been removed from servers that I know I've joined before. It is weird, so it's not just you. Show chat message. Show. There's no time on this. I can't get rid of it. God, I would say 14 days max with posts every day before release. You would you'd have quite a big follower for that to matter. Yeah. I'm planning to release my demo on the 1st of December, so should I start announcing it from now or maybe a week? Yeah, it does depend what sort of following, but you need to be posting. Like, what you got to remember is, why does it matter that you're posting a demo? Who are you telling? So, how many followers do you have, and how many posts are you putting out? You should be putting out a daily post, at least. I mean, I'm saying that like giving you the minimum. You should be putting out regular posts every single day. Little screenshots, little GIFs, little videos, little posts, anything about your game. To say the demo's coming, you do need to make the most of it. One interesting thing to discuss is if it's good to take down the demo. I see a lot of people doing that now. I don't understand why, really. Fantastic. Now, I do have some books here that might help you guys, by the way. So I have, look, I mean, this is a cool one for everybody. Buzzing Communities. So this is about specifically game communities, how to build communities online and how to interact with them. So this is a really good book. We've got, this is probably a bit outdated now, but I do have this one. I thought I'd show you what I have. The Indie Game Development Survival Guide. Another one there. I have this one. This is an interesting one. Writing for Games as well. Another interesting book about how to write for games, obviously. And then another one. It's not quite the same, but I have this one. This has got some interesting tips in it. Video marketing strategy. So it tells you about how to push your videos out there, which you can use because you should be making little videos of your game, by the way. We know this. Oh yeah, sorry. If you want me to, I've got loads of books. If you want me to tell you any, let me know. I will eventually. I will be making a little list of books that might interest people, so you can go and find them. But yeah, but for you guys, Buzzing Communities, this one by Richard Millington, definitely is one you should be looking at if you're interested. If you actually want to grow a community, which you should, if you're developing a game. I know, but unfortunately it's part of it because the community of the people buying it. So that is a good one to get, definitely. Okay, so you said, should you take down your demo? I don't understand why you take a demo down. That's a weird one to me. No, don't press that button. Oh, for God's sake. Mr. Akuma has joined. Hello. Assume you're a developer, Mr. Akuma. No streamer bot. Don't open up. For God's sake. Sure, yes, I do want to close. Hello, hello, hello. That is my Discord making noise. Sorry, yes. I have to have it on because I won't hear it, so it comes through. It comes through the main system thing. Sorry. Yeah, no, use it. I think someone was asking. They were asking, should you remove your demo after? I don't understand why. Just you. Ah, okay. I'm just okay. And no, that's fine. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure I put you in the right bracket. That's all. So you are a dev. So you're open. You have the dev channel open to you now. It does add a bit of complexity to keep a demo build profile updated, and it might not be a good idea to have a demo if the actual release is significantly better quality. Okay, so are you saying once you've released, should you remove the demo? Good question. Also, while we're on the subject, I don't know who's seen, but I don't know if everybody should know now, I assume, but I partnered up. I'm actually partner with Planet Play Games, who are a not-for-profit organisation, and they've just released their latest bundle. Now, if you go to the Planet Play store, you can actually get a 10% discount with my code. Bam! If you want to buy any games. So just type in Indie Gamiacs at the store and you'll get 10% off all games. How cool is that? But they have a new bundle that's come out. It's called Expedition 22. And they've just released it. Expedition 22 bundle. Check me out. So if you put my name in there, they'll know you come from me if you're going to buy it. It's a cool bundle, by the way. It's a cool bundle. Wait, I'll show you. It's £22 and it's worth apparently £150 of games. Hamster Hammer, how you doing, sir? Nice to have you here. So if you do want to send a bit of light my way, I don't know if you get the, hey, tell me if anybody buys this, if you're going to buy the Expedition bundle, please buy it with my code because I get the credits. What do I get? I can't remember what I get now. Oh, I do. I get 5% commission, but I'm saving all that commission up to do a charity giveaway. I'm not taking any. I'm doing a charity giveaway that the chat will decide. That's what I'm doing. So yeah. So if you want to pick up the bundle, there's a link to it there. Hi, Hamster. Did I say hello, Hamster? I can't remember now. We are game devs. We don't play games. Liars. I know you do. Colludes. Hello. There's 6 days left on that bundle, but there's like Hellblade. There's Paper Clay. Great. There's Monument Valley 2. Sizable. Very cool puzzle game if you like puzzle games. And they're the only ones I've played. Trash Goblin. That sounds pretty good. So yeah, check it out. I've just released that new bundle. You did. Thank you. I'm not saying my memory's short, Hamster, but I forgot already. Yes, my Discord. Sorry, everybody. Follett, how long does this run for? Another 1 hour 40 left. So I'm answering Folak in the Discord there. Cool. Okay, well, this is cool. So we have some... well, we can have a look if there's anything to do. I think this one might be a bit old. I just played Battlefield 6 2 days ago. 5 matches, 0 kills. I did want to get Battlefield. I do. Has anybody played Ark Raiders, by the way? That was pretty cool. Damn, we need to minimize this, don't we? How about just the latest one? So. You're a natural born killer. I know, deadly, eh? Ark Raider seems fantastic. Also like a stream game, Richie, wink wink. Oh, does it? Does it? You reckon it's good for stream? I was thinking about picking it up. But obviously I can't play it on this channel. It's not exactly indie, is it? Do you know what? I actually don't know what the studio what the studio are for that. Who are the studio for Ark Raiders? You never know, it might be some mystical Polish indie company. Well, they're publishing their own game, Embark Studios. Well, on this channel, it's Indie Gamiacs, Essie. I can't play non-indie games here, can I? But it does work on my Ritromatic channel. Oh, by the way, my Ritromatic, my best video on my personal streaming channel, Ritromatic. If you don't follow me, you can do that. My best video on there is first time playing Skyrim. Has hit over 100,000 views now. Put it wherever you want, just do it. Okay. Thanks. Finding streamers is a challenge. Bahatov. Okay, tell me about it. So Bahatov, tell me about your game. Give me a sentence about your game, first of all. And then tell me how you've been trying to find streamers. Start with that. Hit me up. Go for it. Who the hell are the studio? I can't even find. Oh, they made the the Ark people are the same people who made the finals. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Embark Studio. Embark Studios. You never know, there might be an indie studio. It's a turn-based sci-fi roguelite. But personally, covering some bigger games, or even on a yeah, true, I know. It's difficult to weigh up, Essie. It's a turn-based sci-fi roguelite. Demo out, some try demo, but will they bother to be playing the full release? Okay. Now, okay, so tell me more. Tell me, so it's a turn-based sci-fi roguelike, but what makes it different? Why is your game different? That's just a description. Tell me about your game specifically. Hello, whoever joined the Discord. I can't see it at the moment. Somebody's joined the voice chat.
It's Folak. Hi, Richard.
It's Folak. Hello. Can everybody hear Folak?
Sorry?
Oh, are you coming through? Are you coming through? I don't think you're coming through. I'm talking to myself.
Hello?
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 Oh, I definitely can hear you. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to catch up. Yeah, hello. So I'm trying to catch up. Your GameX first and foremost. Yes, thank you, SC. I am. I'm making a retro Last of Us manhunt like. Demonetize the hell out of streamers. Well, that's not selling it, but problem is streaming unknown indie games doesn't do much good for content creators. So it's kind of catch-22. It's the biggest problem, Dyer. Playing games no one's heard of. Like I said, if you're streaming, you know, Massive Sausage Hunt 22, no one's searching for that on YouTube. Nobody. So you're gonna get no views. So Folak, yes, let's see if we can get you. Let's see if we can get you heard. I'm sure you got vital things to say.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh no,
Can you hear me?
it's looking like it's showing us thing that everybody should be able to hear. Chat, can everybody hear Folak? Come on, chat.
Check 1 2 1 2.
All right, just you out.
Okay, so I can hear myself on your stream, but I'm like quite a bit quieter than you are.
Let's try that. I said we got to keep you down, keep your pen down.
Okay, let's try that. Hello? Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
that sounds better on the stream.
there you go. Patricio says I can hear him, but really, volume's low. We should have fixed that by now.
Hi, what are you doing? What is this? I just saw you were in the voice chat, and then you sent out a bat signal.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I kind of wanted just to do like a, to the point of just like a semi-regular like dev chat, really. Not play games, but actually have developers in the chat asking questions and almost answering themselves. I'm just the facilitator. Just a place for people to come and ask questions and talk about their games, really.
I love asking myself questions that I then answer immediately.
Yeah, it's good. Well, sometimes when you say it out loud and you ask someone, it sounds obvious.
Yeah, we have so that's actually a thing. We call it rubber ducky.
Yes, I have rubber ducky.
where
Look,
it's like-
look. You see on stream? Look.
Where? Oh yeah, little guy. He's got horns.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
a horny
it's a
little duck.
demonic ducky, but the point is, but you can explain to the chat. Does everybody know what that means?
So rubber duckying is so yeah, like you just showed, you have a little rubber ducky on your desk, or metaphoric rubber ducky, and a lot of times, like especially if you're sitting there just thinking about something and trying to think through a problem, like me personally, my brain goes 1,000 miles a minute, but when I actually start talking, it kind of slows my brain down and like it's able to kind of catch up. So sometimes just the act of asking somebody else a question will help you to solve or find the answer to that question. And like sometimes it can happen just by like just as soon as you ask the question itself, you're just like, oh my gosh, I never mind, I just figured out the answer to it. Sometimes though, like having a conversation with somebody will help you go down a different line of thinking that then helps you get to the answer to the question without the other person actually answering it.
Yeah.
Which can also be very helpful.
Well, also, you're right. That's exactly it. And sometimes it's the person you're talking to says something really stupid, you think, because you think, well, obviously you don't understand it, but it's that the fact that they think totally differently, and you think, what a dumb thing to say, and then that just sparks something going, oh, I never thought about that. I never thought like that. And you don't, because you're not thinking the same patterns, because you're thinking the same things every day about your game and about whatever you're doing, and someone with a completely cold view on it is not even in the same area as you, and that can really get you out of any mental blocks that you have.
I have a friend who he's great for this kind of thing because like he's another programmer and like another game developer, and he's even admitted that usually when he's doing this, it's just because he is like doing something else and he just doesn't have the time to dedicate to an actual conversation with me. But like I'll ask him questions, or I'll be like, hey, this is the thing that I'm trying to do. This is the problem that I'm running into. And like, it's almost like talking to a 5-year-old, like, okay, why are you doing it that way? Okay, well, why are you doing that way?
Yeah.
Okay, well, why are you doing, and it's just like, why? And sometimes just by asking why, then it's like, I realized like sometimes the path that I was going down to solve a problem that I was running into is like just the wrong path. And it's like, just by asking why, you kind of stumble upon that realization where like, oh yeah, this isn't the right way to be framing this problem, is it?
No, exactly. And it's that act of, because you kind of get focused and you think, well, this is obviously the right direction I'm going in. And you convince yourself that it is. And then you end up just asking questions in that direction. And you need someone to go, why are you going that way? That's exactly it. So Patricio says, that's one of the worst things of being a solo dev. It's a great way, but it's difficult to get feedback or discussions like this that help a lot. Yeah, absolutely. And that's the point. I thought, well, if you're all solo devs and you're all sitting there just talking to yourselves, you may as well come on here and talk via me.
I have a tiny little community of developers that for stuff like that, it's fantastic because we're all solo developers. There's a couple of freelancers in there too that aren't even like game developers. Like we have like a composer, a few just like random artists, and it's great because like it's one of those like small spaces where it's like everybody that's there is somebody that was invited by a friend, so it's really like closed off and private and very safe. And it's great for kind of breaking down that wall where we have a space where we can always talk to each other, and like we have people pretty much all the time that we can like bounce those ideas off of, and it really helps with that. So like having a little community to be a part of is really beneficial to solo devs.
It is, absolutely. And again, if you're in the Discord, you're welcome to share that community with anyone. If anyone wants to join Folak's community of devs, then don't be afraid to share it, Folak. Go for it if you want to. But yeah, so there is an indie dev only channel on our Discord, so there is only developers in there, so feel free to ask questions in there. But we've had some cool questions so far. I mean so Folak, tell us what stage are you at? So what games have you released? What success have you had? Where are you at, so people know, because people might not know you here.
This is such a painful question, man. Well, like back during COVID, I was lucky enough to be able to work on a game full time. I released it, did okay. Like, you know, I didn't advertise it at all. It was like a passion project that I'd been working on for like 10 years. I released it, never really saw any real commercial success from it, so I had to go back into the workforce. But I don't really share that game anymore because it's kind of like a hot pile of garbage.
Well,
but,
what platform was it on?
It was on PC.
So on Steam?
It's on Steam, yeah. I think I might have the Steam page for it hidden, just because it ended up being just like a mishmash of just a bunch of different ideas that were kind of Frankensteined together. It's not cohesive. It's not the kind of thing that I'm proud of the fact that I stuck with a project for that long and did end up releasing something, but I'm not proud of what the end product was, and I'm definitely not comfortable charging people money for it. So I've just delisted it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But now I'm working on another game. It's a little like a chaotic little peasant simulator called Kinfolk, and
it's very good fun.
It is good fun, and that game recently hit quite a roadblock where I found myself fighting with the engine that I was working in much more than I was actually working on the game, which kind of led me to some as I started understanding a little bit more about the engine and how it worked, I realized I was running into a wall that I wasn't going to be able to overcome, which really sucked because I was at the point where it's like I was just finishing up releasing a demo for it, but it was too major of a roadblock.
Yeah.
So I'm in the process of porting it over to a new engine that doesn't have those issues.
So
that's been fun.
Which engine were you on? What are you having problems with?
I was working in a platform called Beyond, which was like a multiplayer. It handles all of your networking and everything for you.
Okay.
Been around for a really long time. Great for like 2D pixel art games, but doesn't really have like, it's very bare bones. Everything, I had to build everything aside from the networking myself.
Right.
And like it doesn't have any visual editing or anything like that. So
and what are you moving to?
I'm now working in Godot.
Godot, fantastic. I thought you might say Godot. I thought you might say that.
Yeah. Not touching Unity after what they pulled.
No, yeah. Well, Godot's really developed a lot recently, because a lot of people did jump there, and there's some really cool games in Godot being developed. So I think once you start seeing those games released, and then people are starting to realise what you can do in that, it's only going to get better and better. So that's a sensible choice.
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Catch up on chat. Richard agrees 100% with how I do it. only working solo, not getting any feedback, and never sharing anything. Isn't that right, Richie? That's right, Essie. You are the the model dev. I ask you every time you come on, how's your game going? Oh yeah, all right. There's no name, there's no genre, no information. I think he's just trolling at them, so I don't think he's making any game. As a solo dev philosophy, I've been following the no 0 days thing, where you push yourself to working on even the mirror thing. Oh, sorry, I can't read. Minor thing that moves your project forward, and then when you're low on energy. Yeah, do you know what?
Yes.
There's definitely you've got to find the way you work, and I find if I'm interested in a project, I can do it all the time. I just plow on. But if I get derailed for whatever reason, it really throws me off and takes me a long time to come back. So trying to pick up that sort of regular pattern again is really hard for me. So to set yourself a regular pattern of work is very useful. Even setting yourself hours, don't forget. You can set yourself 9 to 5 if you want. You don't have to work on your game 24 hours a day, and you shouldn't be working on your game 24 hours a day. You've got to give yourself a work time and a off time, because your productive time is going to be terrible. If you're working on this 15 hours a day, the amount you're actually working on it is reduced massively. If you just give yourself 9 hours a day, that's too long for me. I don't want to work that long. Christ. Give yourself 6 hours a day. You'll be way more productive than you will be if you try and work for 15.
I follow that same rule, like no 0 days, even if it's just something small and tiny, because then, but like obviously if I'm like on vacation, like that doesn't, apply. But because then that way, like if I'm having like a really down week, or if I've got a really busy week, like even then that way at the end of that week when I come back to it, I'm coming back to the project, but like there's still been progress on it, even if that progress is a little bit small. Because for me, I find it very demotivating to come back to something and just like being like, man, I haven't touched this in a month. Like it sucks. That feeling just sucks for me.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like 10 minutes, like I just hop on real quick before bed. It's like maybe there's this, this sprite that I just needed to touch up and I've been putting it off. Just do that really quick. Or even if I'm not sitting down actively focusing on the game, doing one of those things that I can do in the background while I'm like just hanging out with friends, like sitting around idly doing pixel art, or like just, popping details onto my level or something like that. So
And don't
I'm
forget,
always doing at least something.
posting on social media, that counts.
Yeah.
Putting out gifs or pictures of your video, joining in with a screenshot Saturday post or whatever, just doing that counts as working towards your game. So don't discount that. That is still progress, because you still need to build people to play it. Don't forget.
Yeah. And every solo dev's least favorite thing is marketing. Like if you spend an hour going and like looking for like YouTubers to reach out for and compiling their contact info, like that's still work for your game. And like the crazy thing about that, like I used to hate doing stuff like that until I reframed it in my mind, and I was like, hey, wait a second, this isn't just work on this game that I'm doing. Like when I do that, I'm actually putting in work for every single game that I am ever going to work on, because once I have this contact info, I've got it forever.
That's true. Yeah, and I totally agree with that. And that's why I always say, with your social accounts, don't make a social account for your game. Make it for your studio. Because if they follow your studio, they're following the studio's work, your studio's work. If you just make a game account, it's going to be dead. As soon as you've released it, you're going to post nothing, and the account will be dead. And you've lost those connections. So make a studio account for your game. Change the name. You can change the name of the account if you want while you're developing it. Call it, Big Sausage Studio Developing Sausage 1 2 3. And you just update that with each game. So always make a studio account, everybody. Now, do you have any experience with Steam Deck? Generally,
I don't.
So that's one of the questions we've had, is how do you submit your game to Steam Deck, as it seems really unclear in the documentation. So I don't know if you knew anything about that. That's one thing we're trying to answer.
I have had people, both of the games that I've posted builds for on Steam, I've had people play it on a Steam Deck, but I have never done anything specifically for the Steam Deck.
See, I wonder if people play it does it flag it to Steam that people are playing it on there? Do they go, this must work on Steam Deck because people are playing it. So I wonder if that boosts it. I don't know. They seem to make it really unclear, and there seems to be a problem everyone's having.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Because, yeah, like the engine that I released both of those games on is an engine that's like specifically Windows only. And like I was very pleasantly surprised when it did boot up on a Steam Deck. I was like, oh, sick. That's awesome. But again, like I didn't do anything. Like I don't think I've even ever opened up the documentation for it. Because like I don't have a Steam Deck, so I have no way to test it.
Yeah, we need to look at. I'm making a collection of questions that we can that I can dig around and find answers to. So Flat Voxel says, what I really dislike, but it happens all the time, is spending precious dev time trying to promote the game instead of actually working on it. See, that I understand that, but that is, I know it sounds tacky, but that's really a mentality shift you need to do, because promoting your game is developing your game. Not directly, obviously, but if no one knows about it, you're running a hobby. If you're running a hobby, you don't need to do any promotion. It makes no difference. You can forget marketing.
The way that I look at that is, my background is working as a chef in restaurants. So, if I'm going to take the time to cook, let's just say like a nice 10-course meal while fine dining, go through coming up with like wine pairings and making the food, spend like going out sourcing all of my ingredients, and then I make this 10-course dinner for, let's just say, 10 people.
Yeah.
Am I going to set the table and then just serve the food and just hope people show up? Hell no. And it's the same thing with your game, right? Like if you're going to spend all of this time working on it, like nobody's just going to show up to your house and start eating at your table. You have to invite people. And that's what the marketing is. The marketing is inviting people to the dinner table to come sit down and enjoy the meal that you've prepared for them.
Yeah.
And like once I started thinking about it like that, like, yeah, it wasn't such a chore.
Like I say, if you just reframe it, as I say, you're not marketing your game, you're inviting people to discover your game. And that is part of it. You want, like I said, if it's just a hobby, then you don't need to worry. But if you want to make it as a business, or to actually be successful and sell copies, marketing is part of the development process. I appreciate you don't like it, and there's loads of stuff I don't like doing either, but it's just, it's part of it. It's really, I know it's difficult. I know nobody seems to like it, but
I mean, welcome to business ownership. There's tons of. Do you like filing your taxes? I'm like, I don't know anybody that's not an accountant that does.
No,
it's like, well, but you have to. I don't know. It's life.
Yeah,
Part
it
of
is. Yeah. Where we have? Do you have the flag mark? It needs some constraints on cloud. Oh, okay. Talking about the Steam Deck now. Oh, to have the flag mark, it needs some constraints, as cloud saving, for example, uses a Steam API. If you're doom scrolling on Twitter, trying to find something to post every second, then it's probably not very useful. No, absolutely not. Doom scrolling is not. You've got to be. If you don't like doing it, then set yourself right. I've got 20 minutes on a Monday morning. I'm just going to go on Twitter, research the hashtags that are relevant, find the people who are playing the games that I'm making, and just target them quickly. Don't have to scroll through hundreds of For You pages. Just be direct with what you're doing. There are different aspects of marketing. Not every aspect of it is equally useful, of course. But that's when you're building your game. When you're building your game scope, you have to include marketing in that build. And where are the people that you are targeting hanging out? If you're playing point and click games and they're aimed at the over 50s, probably not on Twitter.
Yeah. Well, and like finding those communities and like actually becoming a part of them is really important. That's like, it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort. But like, there's a few communities that I've joined that I've been a part of now for the last year or so that I joined specifically. Like I started with the community because I was like, oh, this creator seems like the kind of person that, would really enjoy my game. And then it's like, well, their community seems like the group of people that would also really enjoy my game. So it's like, okay, so I found my target audience. But then instead of just being like shooting them like a cold call, being like, hey, I got this game, do you want to try it? You become part of that community, get to know the people that are there, get to know the creator, and then you know, eventually once you're a part of a community, the conversation comes up. It's like, hey, like, what do you like doing for fun? It's like, oh, you know, like, I like working on video games. I like developing video games. And then
Yeah.
they're like, oh, that's really cool. What game are you working on? And now it's not advertising. It's come up naturally in a conversation with
Yeah.
people that genuinely care. And at that point, once that's come up in the conversation, that's like, you've got a guaranteed, like, they're guaranteed to at least try it out, which I've found personally gets me a lot farther than like the cold calls and the emails and all that fun stuff that everybody doesn't like doing. And fun little extra bonus from that is sometimes I make friends too.
Oh my God,
Make
disgusting.
friends through these interactions, which is awesome.
And do you know what, that's the thing. Like when we had the question about creators, you know, who were finding streamers and stuff, you have to spend time in their streams. Like if I look at this, if I look at the chat now, half the people talking, I know you all from, you know, loads of streams and videos that I've done before. I recognise the names. I know who you are. If you say to me, I've got a new game, you know I'm going to play it. I'll guarantee. Of course I will. Will I share a link? Of course I will. I'll do anything you need me to do because you spent time in my streams, in my community. You got to know me. Like Fodak here, we chat on Discord sometimes. I've played his game. You know, now he comes to join my stream, talking to us. And I'm not saying it's a ploy, but it's working, isn't it? Because now we chat. If he says to me, "Hey, could you test this game for me?" Of course I will. And that's all part of it. This is the point. So if you're struggling to find streamers, if you just go into the chat and say, "Hey, I've got a game, can you play it?" No, that's not going to work. And cold emails, again, cold emails, I understand why people do it, but I'm way more likely to respond if I recognise the name it's coming from because I've seen you commenting on my videos or being in my live chat or responding to me on Twitter with loads of posts. If I see an email come through, I'm way more likely to respond to it. So you just, and annoyingly, I know it's annoying, but it takes time. There's no quick way of, like, not becoming friends with someone, but, you know, being in someone's orbit. It takes time to get in there, and you've got to pick them wisely.
Yeah.
Watch their streams. Go and watch their streams and think, you know, this girl's pretty funny, actually. I think they'd enjoy my game. Let's see what else they play. Don't have to comment, just watch what they do and go, oh, they use a lot of swear words. They're swearing a lot. I'm not too keen on this humour. It's a bit harsh for me. I'm making Animal Crossing and they're talking about, you know, zombies and slavery and you think, oh my God, this is a bit, no thanks. You've got to find the people that match your game and find the streamers that match your game. And that takes time. You have to just watch them, make a note of them, and then join several streams, comment on their stream. Hey, cool, thanks for doing this, whatever. And then your name just gets recognised. Screenshot Saturday, yeah. Would you repost an old post on Screenshot Saturday? Somehow I feel like there's a bit of luck in it. Now, okay, so my advice on Twitter for Screenshot Saturdays and all those hashtags, craft a new tweet every time. I know it's more time consuming, but it just looks a bit lazy to me. If you can't take time to create a tweet about your own game that's unique to that hashtag, that post, just quoting your old tweet from another one just looks lazy. And other people do that. Don't be other people. You know, comment on it like a brand new post. And it gives you...
I disagree.
Yeah, well, that's fair. You're allowed to.
Yeah. Because, I mean, like, sometimes, like, depending on what I'm working on, if I haven't worked on anything that's, like, let's say I've been working on something that's, like, way deep in the back end and there's nothing really new to show for it, I think it's more valuable to put something out there than to put nothing out there. But what I will say is when I'm doing that, if I'm going to put out a Screenshot Saturday post, to me that's about discovery. So I'm not going to put out something that I put out recently. Like, I'll go into my backlog like at least a couple of months to find something that like has performed well in the past. Because usually if somebody does discover my game or my profile based off of that post, even if they do go through and scroll through my profile, they're going to have to go pretty far to find where I posted that before. So
Yeah.
I'd call that a win.
Well, yeah,
but
I
I
mean-
wouldn't repost or retweet the same thing. Like, still make a new post with,
No.
even if it's the same screenshot.
No, that's fine.
Make a new
and
post.
That's what I'm saying. I totally. You should be using your old posts. You don't have to post one picture one time and it's gone. Reuse it. Have a folder of all your best screenshots or your best whatever you want to share. Have a folder of it and rotate them. Make several. That picture should be appearing on your Twitter feed many
Yeah.
times. Because
Oh,
it's,
I see. So you were talking about like people that just like, hit like quote tweet and then like hashtag screenshot Saturday. And it's the
Yes.
same thing they posted last week.
like,
Okay,
I
yeah,
see
no, don't do
screenshot
that.
Saturday. Right, like I see them. Like if I do one, I see screenshot Saturday. I don't do them very often because I'm not a big fan of them, to be honest. But I understand why people do them. And then I'll get a reply from a dev, and they'll be quoting their own tweet that they replied to, like pitch your game hashtag, and they'll use that as the reply to my post. And don't do that. By the amount of time effort you've gone in to do that, you may as well just posted a new reply. Again, use your old screen. You should be using your old screenshots. Don't post it once, for Christ's sake. Jesus. You know, it's a timeline, remember, and not everybody's online at the same time, and you don't know what order Twitter is going to show your posts at. So just post them. Don't be afraid. And I can't remember who the dev was. I'm not going to say, obviously, but when I was posting, looking for, they said, "Oh, I've got a game." I was like, "Okay, cool." I clicked on their profile. I had to scroll to February to find a screenshot of the game. February. I had no idea what the game was. I didn't know there was no description. I didn't know what the game looked like. I had nothing. So little things like that, you know.
Well, what month was this though? Like, was this March
This month.
or was it
This
like
was-
August?
This was now.
Oh, okay, yeah, no.
This was like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "Okay, cool. What's your game?" And I was like, "February." I was like, "Oh, I found the first screenshot in February." And I said to them, I did send them a message saying, "No one's scrolling back this far." I can tell you now, I'm the only one who would have done this. Everyone else would have just clicked off your profile. You need to post every day. Well, not every day, but as often as you can be bothered. Rick is right. Oh, yeah, I like that. Let's end that chat there. Good. No, if you can come up with something new for it, that's better. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Durgan Games. I mean, would you use the repost feature or just upload the post again? Oh, yeah. Again, I would always try and just craft a new post if you can. You can post a great clip and it gets almost 0 views. Post it later, and for whatever reason, it does a lot better. Yeah, and that's why you have to post it, twice a day, 2-3 times a day. I post out stuff in the morning, and I think, well, all the Americans aren't going to get this. This is a different time zone. So then I'll post it again, 10 o'clock in my time, and then I know that the America side of the world will get the post.
And that actually does help too. I think it was you that actually mentioned that to me like 6 months ago. And then I started doing that, and I started seeing an influx of wish lists from Europe.
Cool. Yeah, there you go. You got to remember that it's not your time zone that's just seeing it. Well, it will be just your time zone if you're only posting it in your time zone, because then you've got a whole day of content to scroll past before you get to the new stuff. So people don't do that. And pin tweet with your game. A lot of people check that when viewing your profile. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody should have a pinned tweet. I mean, that's basics. Your pinned tweet should be almost the perfect tweet. It should be the post that says what your game is in a really short way, no waffling, really short description of what your game is, and an image or a GIF, something to show you what your game is straight away, because you're going to get a lot more followers from just seeing the pinned tweet. I think my pinned tweet is introducing me, just a picture of me saying hello, I create content for indie. That's it, and that's so yours should be your game. I think it's okay to link your own screenshot Saturday post on the day, and the text reply needs to be unique. Don't copy and paste because Peter might. Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I mean, marketing. Who knows how to do it? But the thing is, you've got to be doing it. That's the long answer to that question. So a couple. Like I said, the books I've got. Like I said, this is a really interesting one. This is the book you should all be buying. This, and I'll show it again. Buzzing Communities. It's not that big. It's bloody expensive, this book. Sorry to the seller. It's $30.
That's not you?
Sorry, what?
That's not you?
What?
You're not Richard Millingen?
Millington? No, I'm not. Believe it or not. If I was, I'd be showing
okay.
this book off every week.
Well, I just saw the name Richard on the front, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, he's got a book out.
He's got a book out. Yeah, no, it's definitely not me. This is Richard Millington. There he is. Look. Far too clean cut for me.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely not you.
Yeah, $30. It's harsh, but very good. So this is one I would. If you have to buy one book, buy this one. If you're interested in building a community, I know you're not, so don't bother. But yeah, if you want to learn, then that's the way to do it. Yeah. So what other questions do we have? So just see, Frolak, let's test your stuff just in case you've got something you might go, oh yeah. What about this one? How long before releasing your demo should you start saying, I'm releasing a demo on all your socials? Do you have any recommendations on a lead up time for that? Or does it make no difference whatsoever? What's your opinion? Don't have to have an opinion, obviously.
Well, I never made it to releasing my demo before I had to pivot into a new engine. But I don't know. I'd say like as soon as you know 100% that like you are going to be releasing a demo,
Yeah.
then say like, yeah, this is what I've got in the works and this is when it's going to come out. And then, you know, once you have like a set day, then start talking about the day. And yeah, I mean, that's my totally,
No,
you
just,
know,
yeah.
that's my advice with like no life experience to back it. But
Well, the thing is, what you got to
seems
remember
logical.
is don't start talking about your game 2 weeks before you're releasing the demo or the build. There's no point. You may as well not bother. You have to be thinking like day one. As soon as you've got your game name idea locked down, you've got it all written down, you've got your game design document, you're ready to go. Start posting. Hey, I've got a new game coming out. I've got a new game idea I'm working on. Anything, just start posting and just start seeing what type of people that you want to connect with. Yeah, I appreciate it is a full-time job. That's why there are people who run communities and social media accounts, because it is a full-time job. And obviously, you can't do that as well as developing. But
Like I used to get really like stuck into like trying to think like I tricked myself into forgetting that I'm also a gamer. And I tricked myself into thinking about it like, okay, but like, you know, like what's like the average gamer? How are they going to think about this? And like, I kind of like it was through talking just to friends and like bouncing these ideas off of them. Like I'm rubber duckying. But I was like, yeah, like, you know, like if I were to tell you that like I'm working on this game, I don't have like a set day, and then like you get invested into it and you want to see all the cool stuff I've been working on, I show it to you, and then, you know, like it's not released in a month, so obviously your interest tapers off. But then like would you not be interested in it when like the demo comes out? They're like, no, absolutely I would. Like, yeah, like I'm probably not going to sit there and follow like every post that you make about it, but like I'll still come and check in and see like what's new, like, you know, once a month or every couple of months. But like when the demo's coming out or when the game's releasing, like, yeah, like if I was interested in it back then when it didn't have as much cool stuff in it, like I would definitely be interested in it when it comes time to come out.
yeah,
like,
and,
oh,
and that only
yeah,
works if you start early on and you just grab one person's interest, say, oh, what's that? That looks cool. And that's all you need, as long as they follow you and start doing that. But then you can't leave it 6 months before you post again, because they're not going to remember it. It's that kind of exposure. They have to kind of be exposed to what you're doing and just seeing, like, oh, I keep seeing that game. I keep seeing, like, again, that's how I find games. I just go on Twitter and I just keep seeing the same screenshots over and over again. I'm like, I must bloody check that game out. I keep seeing that game everywhere. And it's the games that I keep seeing everywhere are the ones I go and check out, because I remember them, because you just keep posting all the time. And if you think about it, if you're worried about over posting, how long does a post stay on someone's screen? It's seconds. You go, oh, it's that person again. And you just scroll past. Oh, it's that person again. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. Post away. Steam promotes it really well. Then you publish a demo. The thing that I didn't decide doing was to make it. Oh, God, it's jumped up. To make it a separate Steam page. Does anyone know if that works better? Was this your demo? Steam promotes it really well when you publish the demo. Yeah, I don't know about making demo pages and separate pages. I'm not sure how that works.
I don't understand that question because so like with Steam, when you make so you have your main game's Steam page with its app ID, but then if you say that you want to release a demo for that game,
Right.
Steam forces you into making a separate page with a separate app ID specifically for the demo, and then those two pages are linked by Steam. So it's like this is the demo for this game.
I see.
So I'm not sure I understand the question. Where
Well, that might help. That just might help the understanding that Patricia has got. On paper, it's better to have a separate page so you can get early reviews. Yeah, but again, like I said, Okay, so you have to create the game page first. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, sorry, I might be mistaken. I'm thinking of play tests.
Oh, okay, pages. Okay,
testing pages.
there is an option to not have a dedicated page for the demo. It's relatively new that the demo gets its own store page. Okay. On the same page, Steam. I want it all on the same Steam page, one place for people to engage. Yeah, because you want the wish lists on the demo to count towards the main page, obviously. Steam allows you to show the demo availability in the same page as the game, but for some time it allows you to have a completely separate page. That's optional. I don't know if that works better. Oh, interesting.
I don't know. I mean, for me, I think what would be most important for me is like how, like, which one of these, like, if you have a bunch of these different options, like, which option is going to be the easiest for like the end user? Like, if it's going to be like what's going to be the quickest point from them to get from your demo page to your main, like, you want it, I would want it to be as easy as possible for me to convert somebody from playing my demo into purchasing the game.
Yeah.
So if a separate page is going to require more clicks or navigation, then I'd put it on the same page. But if it's all like pretty seamless and integrated, then I guess it would depend for me on like how Steam breaks apart the metrics for analytics. But definitely ease of use first and foremost for the end user.
Yeah, but this is, it's a good chance to experiment, and this is the point of this. This is why I wanted to do these chats, because you might come back in 2 months' time and go, "I did that. That was way better," or not. And then if you all come back,
maybe.
I mean, it's a place for you to discuss this stuff. I'm pretty sure wish lists on a separate demo page go to the game. Okay, so they are linked automatically. Like I said, they do link to the original page. So, the separate page is linked to your main page. The downside of having it on the same page as your game is that reviews on the demo will count towards the final release score. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting idea. So if you don't generate a demo page, the reviews will sit on the main page. And if it's a bit ropey at the start because it's a demo, they sit on the main score. Okay, that's good to know.
My question there would be like, well, like if you're releasing a demo that's not like an accurate representation of the finished product,
Because it should be
'cause,
pretty
like,
much
for
there.
me, that's the only like if people are gonna give my demo crappy reviews, then like for me, if I'm releasing a demo of a full version, like if I'm releasing a demo, that should be an accurate representation of what the finished product is gonna be, just missing a bunch of features. So if people are gonna say like, oh, the controls on this suck, or this sucks, or that sucks, and they're gonna give me bad reviews, like, I mean, maybe at that point I'm like, crap, maybe I shouldn't release this game. Like,
Yeah.
maybe this game's gonna be a flop.
Well, and that's why you build a community, isn't it? Because you say to them, before I submit this demo, can you all play this, please? And give me your feedback. I need to know any bugs you find. I need to, play testing. That's what it's for. To iron this out before you upload it. Because like I said, it should be almost not a finished product, but well on the way to being almost done. If you're uploading a demo, you're saying this is what the game's going to be, pretty much.
Yeah, like I look at a demo in the same vein as I look at a trailer, right? It's like,
Yeah.
like my demo is something that I'm using as a marketing tool to get people to want to buy the game. I would never use my demo to get feedback for the game. For me, that's what playtesting is all about.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, like that's me. That's just the way I
No,
think
no,
of
I agree, and that is the right way of doing it.
it. Yeah.
So yeah, we're right.
Yeah.
Let's just end it there. Good, we're correct. Don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're right.
So yeah, some interesting questions there. So that was that one.
What's next?
Any experience with Reddit? Because people seem to be having problems with posting and then going. Someone said they posted on Reddit and then someone said your game looks interesting. I'd like to play it, but you self-promoted, so F you.
My experience with Reddit has made me stay as far away from it as humanly possible. I
Yeah.
don't even have a Reddit account. I don't like the only time I'm ever on Reddit is if I'm like, you know, I don't know, Googling something and then like a Reddit thread is like,
Yeah, that's right. That's generally all I use it for as well now, because it's so, like I said, it's so hit and miss. You could literally get great results or terrible ones.
yeah.
Cries in silence. Same, not a great experience posting on Reddit. Yeah, on Reddit Game Maker. Yeah, fair enough. There you go.
Yeah, I've never promoted on Reddit, but I did. So maybe about 8 months ago or so, I think that there was somebody that like they had jumped on a play test of Kinfolk and loved it, and they went around Reddit. Like I didn't ask them to do this. They just like started posting the trailer all over the place.
Oh.
They ended up getting banned for self-promotion. But like the thing is it's like, but this like they weren't associated with the development of the game at all. They were just somebody that played it, really enjoyed it, and wanted to share that with people.
Yeah, and
But then like for whatever reason, Reddit mods decided yada yada yada. So I mean, I don't know.
yeah, it's known for being toxic, and that is showing itself there. Yeah, it's a weird place. And again, your efforts will probably be better used elsewhere than trying to navigate that minefield. Yeah, well, so far they are the main questions we have so far in the chat. I've kind of got answers to, but I'm going to go away and see if I can research and ask some people who have maybe got more experience with releasing on Steam or Steam Deck stuff. That seems to be the biggest question. Steam Deck. Reddit needs to be used exactly how Folak explained, becoming part of the community, not cold selling. Yeah. But again, it depends how much time you've got to spend. And this is why it's always, I keep saying about collaborations, it's definitely worth looking at. If you're a solo dev and you've just got no time, or you absolutely hate marketing, or you absolutely hate doing art or pixel art, whatever it is, have a look at the option of collaborating with someone. Bring them into the studio, as it were. You know, set up a little split with them, so you don't have to pay them. You pay them on release if they're the right person. See if you can work with some people.
I don't know. I mean, like I've been approached for rev share arrangements before, and like for me, I just like
yeah. But I mean, if you can't afford to pay them, I mean, if you can pay them, obviously you could try that way. But I mean, if people are afraid of finding the money, then it's just another option.
Yeah, it is an option. And maybe I've just become jaded to the idea because of
maybe.
like my own personal experience with them. But the only time I've personally seen a rev share agreement work out was between it was a solo dev that contracted somebody to help them with pixel art and programming. So they basically contracted another solo dev to help them with their game, and then they got about halfway through, and then the first guy, like we'll just call them like the studio owner or whatever, they fell on hard times and weren't able to continue to afford they couldn't continue to pay a contractor. Yep. So you know, guy one said to guy two, he's like, hey, look, like I've already paid you this much. I'm clearly invested in this project. You've put a lot of work into it. I want it to, like, I don't think I can continue without you, but I can't afford to pay you. Like, can you help me see this through? And then we'll split the proceeds from the game. And in that situation, it did end up working out as far as I know. I lost touch with both of them a couple years ago though. So I don't know if they're still working together or like, how much they both made, but like in a situation like, yeah, but like if I just see somebody, like you see it on game dev forums all the time, like, hey, like I'm looking for like a programmer to help me with this project. I don't really have any like coding experience, but I'm a pixel artist. Let's do a rev share. Like to me, stuff like that is like I get it. Like they're trying to do the best they can with what they have, but until I've seen something from a potential partner that shows a solid amount of effort and gives me the feeling that they're going to be able to see this through, I wouldn't really entertain a conversation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Again, it's all about the right person rather than the. Yeah. Obviously, the deal is important, but it's finding the person is the most important thing, and that you can't just be a random connection. But you know, trying to fund your game. There's no easy way of doing it if you've got no money.
Yeah. So someone said in the chat, user not taken said, I have a question about this. I don't know what happened. It disappeared. Something rev sharing and contract is a major risk for your game.
Oh yeah, any type of rev sharing. Yeah, I mean that's what he said, I think.
So what kind of contracts though? Because I have contracts with all of my, like anytime I bring on a freelancer. So like currently, so for Kinfolk, I have a pixel artist, I have a composer and sound designer, and I have a like 2D character and then like just like capsule art and just like marketing material artist.
Oh, publishers, he says.
Digital artist. Oh, with publishers. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
That word.
Yeah, but yeah, I have written contracts with all of, like anytime I bring somebody on to do any contracting, like we iron out a contract between the two of us. We go over things like delivery timelines, like how many like revisions we're gonna go over, if there's additional charges for any specific things, and we really try to get these contracts, like we really go into detail with them, and there's a lot of back and forth. And like I personally love a good contract like that, because what it does is it preemptively it resolves conflict in advance.
Yeah.
Because you now have that contract that you can go back to. And like I'm a really easy guy to work with. Like my contractors always go way over their amount of time, because it's like I'm also not in a big rush, but we do also have it in the contract where it's like, you know, like if we're working on a new sound or a new song, like that song, I need to have a draft within 14 days of our initial conversation, and the song needs to be finalized within 6 weeks of that.
Yeah.
So it's like if we come down to a deadline, it's like, boom, there we go. Like it's in the contract.
Yeah.
So it helps us solve those problems, and then it doesn't turn into an argument.
So where do you get, so that's interesting about the contract. So how do you get your contracts written up? Who do you find to do that? Do you have anyone specific? Is it a local firm?
So I don't actually do them. The freelancers do, which to me also, like that also lets me feel better about the person that I'm entering into this relationship with, because if I'm working with a freelancer that comes to the table with a contract, like even with just a generic contract already prepared, to me, this tells me that like I'm working with somebody that like I'm working with a professional here. I'm not working with Steve that just wants to, you know, make a little bit of pocket change on the side. Like this is somebody that takes this seriously, and this is somebody that's prepared. And also like different disciplines have different things that they need to worry about, right? Like, you know, programming is like, okay, like if I'm, because I do freelance programming. So in there, like when I do that, part of my contract that I have for my clients is, you know, I will like, you know, there's a lifetime for the support that I'm going to give to the work that I put out, where, you know, like they have a review period. So like if I develop, you know, let's say I develop some kind of a system and I submit that, then, you know, they have, typically it's 14 days for them to review it, ask any questions. If there's any deficiencies, let me know about those. And then like, you know, based on what it is, we figure out how long it'll take and yada, yada, yada. But I forgot the question.
it was
Sorry.
Where did you get the contract from? So user just asked as well, do you actually use a lawyer for the contract, or do you write them on a napkin? So you so let's say you work with a an artist comes in and says, "Oh yeah, I'd like to work with you," and they don't have a contract, who do you draw one up? How do you get one? Or do you just not entertain them if they're not offering you one?
I probably, if it was just some random that I don't know, I probably just wouldn't work with them.
Okay.
Like, so for example, my composer, I put out a post on Blue Sky when I was looking for a composer. I had a bunch of people come back. Here's another thing. If you're looking to hire, like if you're looking to actually hire a freelancer, posting that on social media, like especially, like I love Blue Sky because there's a lot, like the artist community on Blue Sky is just flourishing. So if you're looking for an artist and you post that on Blue Sky, you will get traction. Because I mean, like, I think it's because artists are always looking for paid work. And so if there's somebody that's like, hey, I'm looking to pay somebody for art, they're like, gimme. But so I sent this post out, got a lot of people back. I think that how many people? It was around 12 that I actually, like, I gave them all the same sort of like, hey, like, this is the vibe I'm looking for. Can you send me like, just a 20-second sample? Doesn't have to be crazy, doesn't have to be mastered. Just, send me something just to show me like
You got the right idea,
is,
yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. And it was between two different people. And the one that I ended up going with, like, I took both of them to the contract stage. I was like, hey, I'm totally transparent with this stuff. Like, I told them both, I'm like, hey, I'm looking at you and another composer right now. So let's take a look at the contract, and I'm going to base this off of the one that's going to work the best for me. And so we did. And one of them didn't even have one. He's like, I don't want to do a contract. Like, I don't do that kind of thing. And I said, hey, that's totally cool. I wish you all the best, but I'm going to work with somebody that, like,
It's made your mind up already, isn't it?
Contract worked out between us.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's good. Yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah, I mean, that is definitely something to go into more. I would like to. The contract side of stuff is probably an area that not a lot of people have experience with, so that's probably something I'm going to make a note of that. I've got Patricio said, have you had any experience with publishers? Did you say? It's just went off the screen. Yeah, have you worked with any publishers? He said.
I have not worked with publishers. I have pitched my game to publishers. I have entered conversations with publishers, but I have never found one that would. I've never found a good fit.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I just haven't found a good fit with publishers. I don't think I've never even gotten into the point where, like, we're talking about like contracts and stuff. It's all just been like, first or second chat.
Yeah. Okay. I think LinkedIn, I'm reading this here, user says, I think LinkedIn might be a good place to find composers and artists. It's always a weird platform, LinkedIn. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure the point of it. LinkedIn.
I find LinkedIn to be very corporate and, like, impersonal.
That's what I mean. I've never, again, I suppose it's good for some connections, but I don't know. I can't say I've used it enough to know where it fits in with any sort of workflow of anything. Here is a question for you guys. How do you feel about Roblox clones? I've seen an RV There Yet clone video on Roblox posted on TikTok with 70,000 likes and comments all excited to play it.
Like, people on Roblox, like, remaking a game that was released.
I think that's what they're saying, because I know there's a Minecraft in Roblox now, isn't there? Someone's remade Minecraft in Roblox. How do I feel about it? I'm not sure I have an opinion. I mean,
I don't think I do either.
I mean, I
don't know. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's such flexibility in Roblox. You can't. It's one of those things. You can't open the floodgates and moan that there's water everywhere. It's just going to happen. You know it's going to happen. As soon as you put it up there that you can make stuff, it's like saying, is there going to be adult content tried? You know, as soon as something has got any flexibility, there's going to be some adult content people trying to make. You know it's going to happen.
What is that, Rule 67 or something? Rule 34 or whatever?
I don't know. What is that?
The rules of the internet.
Oh,
There's like a whole bunch of them. It's
Oh,
like,
okay.
if if it exists, there's like erotic Sonic the Hedgehog fan fiction about it or something. That's something from 4chan.
Oh wow, that is old. I mean, RV there, yeah, just released 2-3 weeks ago, and it was doing great success, and it gets cloned already. Yeah, I mean that's up to Roadblocks to clamp down on or whatever, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. But that's like saying
happened with Repo.
anything that happens. Yeah, that's why if you see a 2D platformer get success, suddenly everyone's making 2D platformers.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna happen, you know, like Silk Songs.
I look at that as
It's just
I look at that as kind of worrying about like what's within your, like what can you control?
yeah,
I can't control if somebody else, like let's say I release Kinfolk, it does really well, and then all of a sudden people are releasing games that are just like Kinfolk. Like I can't control that.
well, look how many
You know, do I want to? I'd feel great about that, I think, because it's like, dude, like my game inspired other people to get, you know, do their own thing.
I mean, look at all the PUBG, Fortnite games. Have suddenly all got the battle royales have suddenly come out because they were good, and then everyone was making a battle royale. It's just you know it's going to happen because it's successful. So anything. So yeah, I mean, if it was your game and someone remade it in Roblox, you'd be like, oh man, but what can you do about it? I don't know. I don't get the people complaining about 30% Steam taken for unsuccessful games. Like Steam is the best platform for indie devs, but still people complain. Well, no one wants to give 30% of anything to anyone. I mean, that's just, you know, you'd be happier if it was 10%, obviously.
Don't put your game up on Steam, and you know, like I'd much rather give Steam 30% of, let's just say 30% of $10,000 than do it all on my own and make $100.
Yeah,
Much rather walk away with the $7,000.
Yeah, exactly, and use it. You're right. You can't complain. We all know it's 30%. You can't make a game and then say, "Well, I'm not paying 30% now." You knew that before you made it. It's just part of it, isn't it? You don't have to use Steam, but you're mental if you don't. I've had great success with Fiverr. Also, a few duds. Yeah, I've had artwork done. This T-shirt was designed on Fiverr. Cool. I thought it was cool. I found some cool stuff on Fiverr. Of course, like you said, I've had some terrible work on Fiverr. But it's like anything, any platform. The platform is just the medium, isn't it? The people, the dodgy people are everywhere. Yeah,
I paid $500 for a Steam capsule, never got one.
No.
Yeah, like it happens. That wasn't on Fiverr. That was actually that was somebody that was highly recommended by a friend.
Oh.
But I mean, like it happens though. Like it happens. Like if I didn't want to do these things because I was so afraid, then like nothing would ever get done. Like you're always going to be scared of something, you know? Like somebody had mentioned, I'm scared. Yeah, there it is. I'm so scared to post to ask for freelance because so many scammers are going to contact me. Well, like, yeah, like they are. But that's where it's just like, you know, like you come up with a method to weed them out. Like figure out a way that works for you to feel confident with the people that you are actually hiring, and don't pay somebody that you don't feel good about paying for. Like, if it wasn't for the recommendation of the friend, like lesson that I learned was like, I didn't get a good vibe from the artist that I hired for the capsule art. I didn't personally, but they came very highly recommended by a friend. And if I had taken that aspect out of the equation and just said, how do I feel about the relationship I'm about to enter with this artist, I wouldn't have hired them.
Yeah.
And that taught me that, like, you know, like that's the most important part for me, is how do I feel about the relationship? And like another thing about me is like when it comes to freelancers is like, for me, I don't want somebody that's just going to sit there and just like send me, like, I want somebody that I can vibe with. I want somebody that's going to hopefully get invested in the game, be excited about the work that they're doing. Like, I want somebody that wants to be doing the work. I don't want somebody that it's just going to be a paycheck for. And that's because like, I think I'm going to get better work out of finding somebody that like the game clicks with, rather than finding somebody that is just going to do it for a paycheck. Because like, I don't want to throw this out into the conversation because I know it's going to get a bunch of people riled up. But like, if all I cared about was just getting something from somebody that is just going to make something because I asked them to make it, I would just use AI and save myself the money and the headache.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that because I want people around the game that are excited about it. I want names in the credits that, like, you know, like if somebody looks at the credits like, hey, how was your time with friggin' Tara C and that the audio studio that she runs? It's like, oh man, it was fantastic. Here's a bunch of stories about our time together.
Yeah.
Rather than, oh yeah, you know, like just ask them to make the songs and they did.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
absolutely. And again, that isn't, and like we said about when you start connecting with like streamers and creators and stuff, it's the person you're connecting with. You've got to find the right people. It's like in anything you do in your job, if you've got the right people around you, whatever you're doing, it makes it so much nicer. And you're bringing them into your studio to work on your game. So that's why it's vital that they're the right people. Now I'm going to share. This is the link to your game, Volak. I'm going to share that in the chat. So
You don't have to do that.
I know I don't, but I know, but we're hanging out, and you've given awesome advice and feedback. So in the chat, everybody, there is a link to Kinfolk, so you can. Well, because again, you could be saying this, and then your game is absolute garbage and terrible, and people are going, "Well, why am I taking advice from you?" But they can see the quality that you've got.
Well, I mean, my game is kind of garbage.
It's hilarious.
It's fun. It's good stuff.
So I'm sure everyone will go in the chat now and go and wishlist the game. So go and do that, everybody. Come on now.
Only if you want to play it. That's another thing too that I will say is like
Yes.
wish lists are great, but like don't just go and wish list somebody else's game just because you want to support them. All that does is it gives them unrealistic.
Yeah. Well, it's the same with like YouTube videos, and people say, "Oh yeah, watch your channel, I'll subscribe." It's like, unless you're going to watch the videos, don't bother, because you're just hurting the algorithm. You're just killing me. So when I post a video and you're not going to watch it, and then YouTube says, "Oh, well, that subscriber just ignored it, so it can't be that good." So same reasons.
Yeah.
Wishlist. Well, there you go. But play it.
Yeah.
It is
like
really
I
good fun.
said, I'm in the middle of porting it, so it's like I spent almost a year working on it before I finally like came up against these walls. So I'm kind of back to square one, also kind of not, because like all of the design questions have been answered. It's just a matter of bringing it over into a new engine. So, but I am working on it every day. So
Yeah.
we'll get there. We'll get there.
It's just time. But I do think having these discussions is actually worthwhile rather than you trying to dig around the internet for answers to these. Having a chance to actually speak to other developers, I'm sure is going to be beneficial to you guys.
Oh yeah, always.
So
I
like I
love
said,
talking about game development. I don't know everything about it. Like I've done it for a really long time. I've released a lot of like little tiny games and stuff like that, and done like game jams, and I did release one on Steam, and I'm working on my other one, my second one, but like I don't know everything. I've got my way of doing things that works for me, and like
yeah, but sometimes just hearing someone else's, like we said earlier, hearing someone else's way of doing it, you're going, "Oh, didn't know you could do that," or yeah, that can be the thing that gets you out of your slump, or seeing someone else having a bit of success and you're going, "Oh, I spoke to them and they were making good sense." You know, it helps you, motivates yourself, and you know that they're coming from the same place that you are. I had an experience where I was at a convention and had like 50 persons wish list the game, and I knew they wouldn't buy it. However, that triggered the Steam algorithm, and Steam started showing my game to more people. Yeah. To more users, and got double the amount of wish lists from other users. Yeah, okay, well. The mystery of wish lists. I mean, of course, there's that magic number where Steam starts paying attention to you. Or is it 100? Is it 100 reviews and is it 4,000 wish lists? Is that right? I can't remember now, top of my head.
I don't know, something
like that. I'm stepping out for dinner. Had a great time. Looking forward to the next stream. Thank you for everyone hanging out. Yeah, thank you, Red Season Dev. Appreciate you popping by.
Bye. Yeah, maybe I'm irresponsible, but I don't worry too much about the metrics and the analytics, because like I don't know. I've maybe a minority opinion, but the way that I see it is like if I'm like I do what I can when it comes to like promoting the game and trying to get people interested in it, but I mean there does come a certain point where it's like, you know, I only have so much time in a day and I do what I can with what I can, and hopefully I end up hitting the right people that gain enough traction to start moving forward. And then they take it upon themselves to go and start talking to their friends about it, which I personally have seen a little bit of success with, so I don't know.
Well, it's just the thing is that all this stuff is, you know, we're all trying to figure this stuff out, and it's only by testing things and trying it, and then when someone has success, sharing that what they did.
I don't think even Chris Zakowski knows what he's talking about when it comes to marketing, because I don't think anybody knows what the heck's going on.
No, and so with marketing again, I'm not a marketer. Yeah, I'm just a streamer. I'm not a marketer, but you start seeing patterns, and it's worth. What I will say is when you're on Twitter or whatever platform you're on, Blue Sky, Instagram, whatever one you're using, start making notes of the games that you see, and why are you noticing them? Like, are you noticing, just when you see it, just have a little think, say, am I seeing this game because I see it every day? They post every day, I always see this game. Or is it because the artwork is really bright and colourful? What is it about whatever they're posting that makes you stop and look at it? And think about how you can put that into your tweets. Are there posts just images, or is it text heavy? Or what is it about each one that you recognise? And just copy their format.
Yeah.
There's no problem with that.
But then don't do what I did and like make sure. I was on Blue Sky one time. I'm like, man, like I'm seeing the same stuff from like the same like 4 people. Like, man, like what's going on here? And then I realized I was in a custom feed that I had that was specifically designed for those like 5 or 6 people.
Oh, okay.
Well, that makes sense.
yeah. I'll take my complaint back.
Let's get back to the main queue.
Yeah, I've done that before. Put myself in a weird tab. I'm like, oh my god, what's going on?
Yeah. I was just kidding about the Chris Zakowski comment. Like the guy clearly knows what he's doing. He makes a living out of like analyzing Steam's stuff. Like the guy clearly, I mean, if anybody knows what's going on with Steam, that's that guy and Steam.
And I avoid Blue Sky like the plague. Okay, why is that?
Why?
Why is that, hamster? What's happened? I mean, what has put me off Blue Sky is I haven't been on there much at all, because I got the notification that I need to verify myself by uploading something. I'm like, hang on a minute, what's all this about? Let me see if I can find it.
Really? I don't think I ever got a notification.
No, and that's what it put me right off. I was like, oh, I ain't doing that. That's the point, isn't it? Blue Sky, let's have a look.
Are you sure it came from Blue Sky?
Yes. Look, I'm on Blue Sky now. Here you go.
On the app?
Yeah. And then I tried to do something. There you go. If I go to my messages, I don't know if you can see this.
Huh.
You must complete age assurance in order to access this content. And I have to go to account settings and upload something to prove my age for Blue Sky. I'm like, well, I'm not doing that.
I don't get that. I wonder if it's because you're in the UK. I wonder if it's got something to do with like UK legislation.
Yeah, because we have got that now. But this is Blue Sky. So that, yes, it's UK policy. Yeah, it is, yeah. But I'm not uploading my age verification to Blue Sky. Where's that going? And that's the point. So I don't use it anymore. That's exactly the reason why I don't use it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it is.
By Blue Sky.
The UK politicians, you're in the UK, yeah. LinkedIn also have an option to verify with ID, but don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, just not the kind of place I want to spend my time. Personal preference. Okay, fair enough. Again, you just have to pick the platform you like being on and post there. Obviously, it helps if you've done the research. Depends why you're there. If you're there to grow your game, it has to be the place where the people who play those games are. And that can be hard to find. By the way. That can be hard to.
I mean, like especially if you're solo, like you gotta, if you're not having fun, you're not going to want to do it, and then you're not going to do it. Like that was one of the things, that was one of the big reasons why I decided to switch engines, was because I was spending so much time fighting the engine to do stuff that nowadays,
Yeah.
because the engine I was working in, like it was originally developed like back in the 90s is when all of the network protocol for it was written out. And like the world's come a long way, and we don't handle a lot of networking the same way. So like I could have gone through and like figured out a different solution and solved those problems, but like I found myself fighting with this engine so much that I wasn't having fun working on my own game. I didn't want to sit down and work on it.
Yeah.
And like as a result, like the game wasn't getting worked on, and I was like, well, this isn't fun.
Yeah.
This sucks. I want to
and-
actually
yeah.
finish it.
And it's the same with social platforms. If you don't like being on there, there's no point having an account. Don't make an account on a platform that you're just not going to post on, because that looks worse. If you've got an account with 2 posts on it and you haven't posted for 3 years, they're thinking, oh, is that dead then? You're better off just not having an account on there and just having an account on the platform that you like to use. Patricia says, I just don't have time to maintain several social account networks, Discord, Steam forum, etc. I ended up just promoting the game on Twitter and checking Steam's forum daily. Yeah, if that works for you and that's how you like to work, then that's fine. I just can't understand why Steam won't send you a notification for new posts in the discussion boards. Yeah, I don't spend any time in any Steam discussion boards, so I have no opinion on that.
Does it not? It. But you
I
could.
can't say I've ever even been in there. What's that under community? I don't even know what I'm looking at. That's how little I look in it.
There is no option for a notification.
There you go then. As a dev, I mean, you can't ignore posts. Yeah, I appreciate why. I mean, absolutely. If people are asking questions and replying and you don't reply, then it looks bad, of course.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh,
Oh no, that just sends them to your activity feed. Never mind. Follow button.
interesting. There you go then. So that means you have to manually check them,
Yeah.
which is not obviously good. But again, if you build that into your workflow, if you set, like we said before, set yourself set hours, if that works for you, and part of that is once a day you log into Steam and you check the updates. You just got to work it in. As long as you know that is the problem, then you can just make adjustments for that.
That's how we'll get excuse me. That's how we'll get rich. Richard, is we'll develop a little script that
Yeah.
just scrapes Steam pages and then sends out email notifications to devs when people post on their game.
Ooh, that's it. Let's do it. Let's work on it. Forget your game. You're not working on that anymore. Let's work on.
Yep. Dude, there are
Yeah.
programmer friend of mine and I were actually talking about this as like a potentially viable option, because he survives entirely off of what he makes doing freelance programming and a bit of pixel art. And we were talking one time about just developing tooling for different engines, because there are companies that's what they do. Like they'll develop like a tool for like Unity or something, and then they'll put it up on Unity's store, and then they'll sell it for like $20 or $30, and it makes devs' lives a lot easier, so people will pay for it and they'll buy it, and then they just maintain these tools instead of working on games.
I absolutely. It's the classic, who made the most money out of the gold rush? The people selling the pans.
Really?
Yeah,
that true?
Yeah, I think so. More people made money selling the panning equipment than they did actually finding gold,
Awesome.
because they sold so many. But it's that whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like anything. The tools are what people need. So yeah. So let's scrap the development and let's work on some tools. Well, the thing is though, like if you've used that tool and you've already said, your last engine, you already found problems and stuff that was awkward. If you could develop a tool to solve one of those things and then advertise the fact that you fixed that problem, of course you're going to make money. People can go, oh, thank God.
I did like, one thing I will say is developing tooling to help your development process is worth it. Like localization is a great example. I took the time to like the engine that I originally worked in, like I said, it's very bare bones, so I had to do everything myself. But so I developed the system for the localization, and then I developed a way for people that were working on translations to basically edit it and see it in real time in the game itself, and they found it very useful. Another thing was like there was like the format that I was like making pixel art in, I had to like convert it and upscale it. So again, like I took the time to develop a workflow that like took care of all that stuff for me automatically, and like stuff like that really does help. Like it solves problems and speeds things up too. So it's like
Yeah.
and then like there were a lot of people too where it's like even little things that like I've worked on just as like random little projects. I had a guy works in that same engine, and they were like, yeah, like I'm working on this thing for this other game, and like this is the problem that I'm trying to solve, yada yada yada. I was like, oh dude, like I did something very similar to that in this random project that I worked on 2 years ago, like here, check it out. And they were like, man, this is exactly what I was looking for. And it's like you never know when these little things are going to be useful, so like don't beat yourself up over like spending the time working on those things. I would say,
Yeah.
like if it makes your life easier, it makes your life easier. And
Yeah, that's a win.
if you're having fun, then yeah, it's win 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 win.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, we're gonna call it quits soon. I don't want to, because otherwise I could just keep going forever. But I'd like to keep them quite concise and sort of set time. I think 2 hours is a good time. Oh, by the way, is just when I say I've got the best letter opener ever, I know I have. It's official. That
Oh yeah,
it's the best one you've ever seen.
pretty cool.
So if you have enjoyed this like hangout and you would like to do it again, please let me know. Let me know on Twitter. There's the perfect opportunity. Tag me on Twitter. Let me know. Let me know if you found it useful. Nutson, hello Nutson. How you doing?
I'm not on Twitter, but I'll let you know right now that yeah, this was fun.
You're not on Twitter, are we? You're Blue Sky only, are you?
Yeah, and I'm not even on Blue Sky very much.
Well,
life is busy right now.
So keep an eye out for the next show. I don't know when yet. I'll post up when I'm going to do the next one. I'll put it in the Discord as well. And if you've got any other developers that you think might enjoy it, bring them along, because we can have more discussions. We can have as many people as you want in the voice chat, so we can have some proper discussions if you want. Or you can just chat in the chat. If you want to chat in the chat and just listen, you can do that. I think it will be beneficial long term. I think there'll be some really interesting and trusted views that we can discover, because that's the thing, you know, if you're hearing the same developers talking, you know, it builds up a sense of trust and believability.
Yeah.
It's not just random people saying it on Twitter. Then I think that can help everybody, and it's a chance for you to say what you want to say.
Yeah.
So yeah. So thank you, everybody.
Yeah, this is a great idea, Richard. Thanks for putting this on.
I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody tuning in, sending in the questions. I'll try and get answers to these questions best I can for the next show. And like I said, if anyone wants to jump into the voice chat, I'll always be in here. So let me know. So we'll call it quits.
Okay.
Folak, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for all your advice and help.
Yeah, I'm just a guy.
Just a guy. Just a
Just
guy.
a guy.
I'm just a guy sitting on a Discord server. Yeah, thank you for all your questions, everybody. Appreciate the interactions. This was show number 1. Let's keep an eye out for the next one. Take care. Goodbye, everybody. I haven't got an end screen. I need one. You can have a starting soon screen, because I haven't made the other one yet. Cheers, everybody. Bye.
That was fun.
Yes, very much so.